Okay, we're trying this again. Live streaming. Hopefully the people that were coming into it before are finding me. I deleted that one. I had an echo going on the live stream. I put in some new software, so see if my peeps find me again. This is an unannounced live stream. Cohen was in Congress today, and I just felt like trying out my new software to see if it helps with the buffering. Oh, we got people coming in, but I can't see comments. Oh, wait, put it on live chat so I can see everybody. Hi, Dolly. Okay. So I think I got rid of the echo. You guys type in the chat box if you're hearing an echo again. I've got some new software on the computer. Hi, Gina. And Sandra. Everybody's starting to find me back. I decided to sneak on it. This is an unannounced live stream because I wanted to see how my new software was working. I was doing a live stream about 5 minutes ago, and I had this like triple echo going on. It was horrible. So anyway, I came back in. Hopefully my buffering is better because the software is supposed to help with the buffering. Hi, Patricia. So Cohen was in Congress today. Did y'all watch that? Yay, I seem to be working. I made my tea to keep my voice going tonight, but I wanted to read on a few things. I was watching Cohen testifying to Congress. I found it really interesting that every time the Republicans got their 5 minutes, all they did was try to bash him and talk about how, he's a liar, he's unbelievable. Nobody from the Republican side really wanted to ask him any questions. And then the Democrats would come back in, as they alternated, and the Democrats would ask him questions. So few things I wanted to go over from that. One of the things that stuck out when I was watching it, and if you watched Rachel tonight, she was talking about it also. Trump's lawyer, Jay Sekulow, wrote out apparently Michael Cohen's testimony that he gave to Congress back in 2017. Which was full of the lies, which is why he's going to jail now. So Cohen was given his talking points, and I wanted to read on Jay Sekulow, Trump's lawyer. Is he going to end up having some legal issues for telling Cohen what to lie about? Yeah, Dolly, I think he's probably sleeping a little better. Hey, everybody's been joining. I'm trying to watch for everybody. So, Jay Sekulow, that's who we're going to look at first. Is he going to get in trouble? A lawyer, Trump's lawyer in the White House, telling Cohen what lies to tell to Congress. And now Cohen's going to jail. Yeah, the working together card on the bottom. I don't know if I should angle the camera down to the cards because then I can't read the comments. Maybe I'll just hold the cards up for you guys. So in the center, I've got Knight of Cups, a proposal Jay Sekulow made to Cohen. The trickster covering him, playing dirty tricks, giving him the lies to tell. Looks like the Republicans at the root of this, the Republican Party was behind, the majority of them when this shows up, were aware that he was going to lie to Congress. They're at the root of this. Like they're telling him, oh, he's got to lie to Congress. In the past, it was a defense mode. It was, trying to defend Trump and trying to protect Trump. In particular, it looks like some money was given over this. Jay Sekulow looks like he was paid off or paying someone off. Agreements were made, and it looks like he's gonna. Well, actually, it looks like he's going to be paying some people off to try to keep this out of court. Since the question was, is Jay going to get in trouble for this? So we have some agreements that are going to be made in the future. Jay's going away, taking all his baggage with him. There's moneyed proposals. God, it's always about money with these guys. And Jay Sekulow is out in the cold. I think he's going to bring out they're going to figure out the money that was paid. Wow, it's interesting because I didn't think it'd be about money with Jay directing Cohen to lie, and to lie about the money that was paid, to Stormy Daniels and the women and stuff. But it looks like that's going to be coming out. Jay Sekulow is going to be out in the cold. Yeah, working with the devil. Yeah, there will be an investigation. There will be an investigation of Jay Sekulow. He's trying to get away, but he's chained to the devil. So, all right, Jay, your days are numbered. They're going to investigate your little butt. Rona Graff, wanted to look at her. Yeah, Sandra, I thought Cohen stood his ground too. I thought he was very credible, because when he didn't know something, like when they asked him, was there Russian collusion? He said, I have my instincts. I have, my own views on it, but I don't have evidence of it. So, to me, that made him more credible, because he didn't, say something that he didn't know about or didn't know for sure. But he knew that they were meeting with the Russians, and he knew, they were getting WikiLeaks involved and Roger Stone. So one of the things that came up, I'm looking at my notes because I made notes watching it today. One of the things that came up was that Michael was there when Trump got the phone call from Roger Stone about WikiLeaks, and Rona Graff, his personal assistant, took the call and told him, oh, it's Roger Stone, blah, 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 blah. So it made the connection to Trump and Roger Stone over WikiLeaks and hacking the emails and stuff. So I wanted to take a look at that because that's been sort of the missing link. Like, was Trump aware Roger Stone was working with WikiLeaks? I want to look at Rona Graff. She's already testified to Congress, I think back in like 2017, probably the same time Cohen did. Are they going to pull her back in? Because she took the phone call. She knew who was on the call. Yeah, Gina, the WikiLeaks, it was, they dumped the emails. They hacked Hillary and the DNC, Democratic people. They dumped the emails right before the election. But the big thing was Trump was, doing one of his rallies and saying, WikiLeaks, if you're watching, Russia, if you're watching, hack her emails, find the 30,000 missing emails. And then, like, within days, they dumped all these emails. Cohen said Trump was totally aware that Roger Stone was going to be doing that. So Rona Graff, his assistant, is totally aware of the connection to Roger Stone and what he and Trump were planning. So Rona Graff, oh, she is chained to the devil. She is completely chained to the devil. She's worked for him for years as his personal assistant. Yeah, so she planted some seeds. She's waiting on her harvest. This is about waiting. She's waiting. Like, it's like right now she knows after Michael Cohen's testimony that they're probably going to call her back in. So she's waiting. She's like waiting for the phone call, waiting for the subpoena, whatever. Covering her, though, is the challenge is good news. Interesting that the challenge card for her is good news. It's good news usually isn't a challenge. It's good news for us that this came out in the testimony. It's not such good news for her is what I'm getting from that. At the root of it, the illumination, Cohen did shine the sun on this today, showing the sort of truth about what Rona does know about. Crowning the reading, she's just trying to work hard. She's just trying to do the same thing she's done all the time. She's trying to focus on work. Have you ever been in an office environment and there's crap going on and you're just trying to bury your head like a ostrich in the sand? That's what she's doing. She's trying to just focus on work. It looks like she's going to be putting some smoke screens up in the future, though. She's not liking what's offered to her, but guess what? A subpoena, you have to take it. She's going to feel defeated about this. We have a victory card here. Who's the victory for? Oh, judgment. Yeah, I think she lied to Congress before. I think they're going to figure out she lied to Congress before, and I think they're going to ask her additional questions. Yeah, she's going into retreat. They're gonna pass some judgment on her. She's going to be battle weary. She could, this also looks loosely like a jail, but sort of an open jail. She could be, if they catch her on perjury, she could be looking at some jail time. I'm not getting, she's gonna have a loss. She's gonna have a big loss, but I'm not getting anything. And then temperance, patience, and here's Mueller. So Mueller's going to look at her. Mueller's looking at Rona, Graff. Okay, so we'll let Mueller look at her. We got more people coming in. Hey, Julie, I love Preet Bharara. I can never pronounce his name right. I love him. I follow him on Twitter. He does the best tweets. He knows the best people. Trying to watch the names of everybody that's coming in. You guys are night owls. It's almost 11 o'clock here. So the other person I wanted to look at, Matt Gaetz, the Republican rep from Florida that threatened Cohen in Instagram or Twitter before his testimony. I wanted to see, tampering with a witness, obstruction of justice, something. I want to see, is Matt Gaetz going to get in trouble? Because that was all over the news yesterday, and I haven't read on that yet. So Matt Gaetz. Or Gaetz. I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Gaetz. I'm horrible with names, in case you haven't noticed. It was interesting. I was watching one of the senators on, I can't remember now if it was Lawrence O'Donnell or if it was on Rachel, talking about that they had cleared some of the questions or some of the topics they were going to talk to Cohen about. They had cleared it with Mueller. You guys are asking, where's Mueller? They cleared it with Mueller. So the Democrats, this investigation, they're totally cooperating. They're not going to do anything in public that Mueller's not ready for them to bring out. So Matt Gaetz is going to be in trouble for threatening Michael Cohen. Ooh, he's got a juggling. Ooh, sword of truth right smack in the middle. Sword of Truth and the world card, the challenge, success and victory. um, I feel like this is the success of people investigating this and into a cycle. Here at the root of it is Trump looking all smug, the smug merchant. It does look like recent past, somebody is already investigating it. Crowning the reading, it was a dirty trick. He was trying to manipulate the witness, Michael Cohen. Here's Matt Gaetz trying to hang on to what he's got. He's going into defense mode. He's battle weary. But there's going to be a lot of communication on his what he did, and we've got an end here. So besides communication, these could be possible indictments or subpoenas to him. I would say Trump put him up to this, since he's at the root of the foundation of this reading, that Trump put him up to it. And here's Trump. Trump's away. This is my trip card, my travel card. Trump's away over in Vietnam, and here's Matt Gaetz, who stuck his neck out for him, just anxiety ridden. Yeah, he was working with him. The whole GOP is working with Trump on this. That was pretty obvious today, I thought. That Trump was, yeah. All right. Well, those GOP members that were in the hearing today were pretty forceful, trying to slander Michael Cohen for saying, "You're a liar. How can we believe you?" Thanks, guys, for the thumbs up. Hey, Janine. Oh, Short Girl's here. Hey, Short. Julie Kinney. So I want to see how the rest of the GOP is going to react to this, because there was evidence of checks that Trump had signed himself, paying Cohen back while in the White House, paying $35,000, like over 11 payments. Trump's signature on one of the checks, Don Jr.'s signature on one of the checks, while he was in the White House. So it continued on the paybacks for Stormy Daniels payoff. Oh, thanks, Tiger. I wasn't sure if I was pronouncing Gaetz right. Gaetz pronounced like Gates. Okay. So let's see. How's the rest of the GOP going to react to this? Because the ones that were in the hearing were just putting up the usual defense crap. They weren't interested in investigating. They weren't interested in asking questions. They just wanted to slander Cohen. How's the rest of the GOP feeling? No, they're following the fool. They're being foolish. Either that, or they're hoping for new beginnings. Wow, this is interesting. How's the rest of the GOP feeling? Well, right smack in the center, I have justice. How are they feeling about Michael Cohen's testimony? I feel like the rest of the GOP that wasn't sitting in that hearing feels like, justice was being served. The challenge is trying to work together and trying to do their jobs. At the base of the reading, Mother Russia, the Empress. In the recent past, some of them are walking away from the GOP, like the the ones that are telling them what to do and what to say in these hearings. Some of them are already walking away. That was pretty obvious, I thought, in the vote that they did in the House the other day to kill the state of emergency that Trump declared. Crowning the reading, emotions are overflowing, abundant emotions. So there's a lot of GOP members that are starting to get emotional. Near future, Queen of Cups. She is the nurturing queen. And I don't think this is a person per se. What I'm feeling is that they want to put a lid on some of the emotions and start nurturing the government and the justice system again. Hey, Beth. Didn't know she was up late. And then they're trying to climb to higher ground. They're in defense mode, though. But there's going to come an end. There's going to come a big end here because of waiting on their ship to come in. They're sitting around waiting. They won't do impeachment. They won't do investigations right. They're tired of waiting. Yeah, they're tired of waiting. They're going to start charging in. I think we're going to see some of the GOP charging in and people falling off the towers. Yeah, the treachery and treason and hidden agendas are going to start coming out. Yeah, and they're going to start listening to Nancy Pelosi is what it looks like. This is the practical queen. Queen of Pentacles usually shows up for me as Nancy Pelosi. So I would say some of them are going to start working with her because they've had it with the GOP. So what else did you guys want me to look at tonight? You want me to look at what Mueller thought? Because another thing that came up was on CNN and was on MSNBC was that if Trump lied in his written questions to Mueller, oh, hey, Linda. If Trump lied to written questions with Mueller, some of the lies may have come out today, and especially the connections with WikiLeaks and Roger Stone. So let's see, what did Mueller think of Cohen's testimony today? What did Mueller think of Cohen today? Because Cohen did clear with Mueller and with the New York federal offices what he could talk about and what he couldn't because of the ongoing investigation. So Mueller is showing up as a Queen of Wands. Interesting. He usually shows up as a King of Wands. Actually, this isn't Mueller. I'm feeling Nancy Pelosi on this. She always shows up for me as Queen of Wands or Queen of Pentacles. Mueller shows up for me as King of Wands or King of Swords. So I think he's talking with Nancy about this. Interesting. So Mueller, he sees how emotional it was today, all the emotions overflowing. The challenge is that he's having to wait on indictments, that he's having to wait. I feel like he's going to be meeting, doing more grand jury testimonies and stuff, testifying and doing some more secret indictments, and then come out and slam a whole bunch of people with indictments. So I feel like he's already sitting on a bunch of indictments, sealed indictments. Mueller, at the root of this, he's trying to stay separate from what Congress is doing. He's trying to do his own investigation, but he's sharing information with them, but he's trying to do his own thing. Here in the recent past, it looks like he's going to focus on Ivanka, or has been focusing on Ivanka. Crowning the reading is the spy card. I'm trying to figure out who the spy is. The spy card, Mueller is going after big time. I don't think they've sentenced Maria Butina yet. I don't feel like it's her. I feel like he's looking at like Don Jr., Jared Kushner as spies, basically, because they're committing treason. He's looking at them as like spies for foreign governments, and he wants to put them in defense mode and shake them off the tower. I was laying some clarifiers there. But Mueller, in the future, he's saying temperance, wait. There's going to be some ends. There's going to be some people that go into retreat. And judgment is coming down. So Mueller's saying, be patient. The thieves aren't going to like what they're offered. He's going to end up putting, some in jail. Some of them are going to be with the GOP. I feel like there's going to be some Congress people that are going down. He's looking at the GOP and he's got a new plan. He's about to start hitting some people with this stick. So I think Mueller's still in wait mode. I think he's going to move into action pretty soon. I've been watching the astrologers, and they're all talking about the end of March is going to be horrible for Trump. So Trump's the other thing I wanted to look at. Trump's over in Vietnam, and Russia sent their ambassador. Putin didn't go himself, but they sent the ambassador to Vietnam. And it's like, why does Russia keep trying to stick their neck in to the negotiations with North Korea? Russia makes money off selling stuff to North Korea. They're sitting right there. There's just something funny about what's going on with North Korea and Russia, and why they keep wanting to stick their neck in with the negotiations. It's like they want credit for disarming North Korea. I don't think they're going to disarm them. I think they're actually supporting it. It's just more chaos that Russia's trying to create. So why do they keep pushing Trump to be pro North Korea? It came out on the news that Trump had been taking direction from Putin directly in how to handle North Korea. Why is Putin getting involved so heavily with North Korea? There's definitely gaslighting going up about this. Definitely gaslighting. There's a hidden agenda. So here's Putin waiting. He's waiting to see how the talks go. This is a card of communication. So he's waiting to see how the talks go. The challenge, this is the challenge crossing him waiting. The challenge is the talks. So I don't know who all's over there with Trump, but if someone stops him from talking to Russia, or if Trump goes off and says something stupid, the challenge is the conversations and the communication. Or if someone is taping, secretly recording some of these conversations, at the root of it, this is Putin wanting to win at all costs. He wants to rule the world. Basically, he's in the recent past. He had a new plan about North Korea. But crowning the reading, it looks like he's going to lose on this one. He's going to get a little bit. He's got 2 cups still standing, but he's going to lose more than he wins with North Korea. He wants those sanctions lifted so he can make money off of North Korea, but he's in the future. He's just in wait mode. It's like he can't do anything. He's made the plans. He's waiting on the ships to come in, but he can't do anything. His hands are tied. Treachery and deceit, change of fortune. He's not going to get his way. And good news. Oh, he's going to be emotional about that. He's got a good news card. Putin's going to be very emotional about it. He's going to have to separate himself from it. He's going to have to give up on North Korea, it looks like, or give up on Trump fixing things with North Korea, because there are spies. There are spies that are watching what's going on. Yeah, and they're being investigated. So they're gonna watch what Trump does in North Korea. It looks like there's a spy in the camp that is keeping track of what's going on in these conversations. Putin's going to have a big change of fortune with this, though, so I don't think he's going to be too happy about what comes out of this North Korea talks. Hey, Taro's Apprentice in here. He's got over 2,300 subscribers now. Quite excited how fast this channel is growing. Glad you guys are enjoying him. North Korea is China's pet project, sort of. They make China makes money. I used to travel to China all the time, and South Korea and different places for work. China, they like to make money, so they like to sell them coal or whatever. They like to make some profit off of it. They buy a little bit of stuff from North Korea. But China's going to take care of China, and China doesn't like it when North Korea keeps dropping those bombs that they're testing out in the waters between them. So I actually think China will end up putting their foot down on North Korea. So let's see, is there anything else I need to look at tonight? Let's look at Don Jr., since his signature was on that check today in the Cohen hearings. Let's look at Don Jr. signing a $35,000 check to pay off Stormy Daniels, reimburse Michael Cohen. Let's see how Donnie Jr. is going to look. And Cohen, was very clear that the New York federal office is doing major investigations on the whole Trump org and Trump Foundation, and there were certain things he can't talk about. But he did show 2 checks today, one with Don Jr.'s signature and one with Trump's signature. So, Don Jr., what's going to happen to you soon? How's your next couple of months looking? Ooh, he's going to get some messages, maybe a subpoena. Looks like a subpoena. Come back and talk to Congress so we can get you for lying to Congress. Oh, yeah. So here he is trying to work hard. Look at me. I'm such a hard worker. I'm signing all these checks, paying off all the porn stars. The challenge is the money he paid. The stupid idiot that signed the check. Recent past, he's in retreat. He has been a little bit quiet lately. At the root of it, victory. I'm trying to feel the energy here. Victory for who? Oh, victory for Nancy Pelosi. Crowning the reading, here's his dad, Trump, King of Pentacles. It's going to be about him. He's looking to his dad, help me, help me. Near future, we have the government. We've got Nancy again, Queen of Pentacles. We've got security. And we've got the investigators charging in. Yeah, Don Jr., he's going away. He's going away and he's going to be beaten by a big stick. He's going to... I think this testimony today is bringing out a new plan and things they're looking at, new avenues to take the investigation. Yeah, bring out his treason, bring out his treachery. Yeah, interesting. The star card, it's about hope in general, but it also, for me, the way I shuffle my cards and I program my cards, it's a card for me that stands out that shows networking. So it's his network, his evil network, everybody's been involved with. There's his dad, the emperor. He was sort of the kingpin for working the network for his dad, is what I'm getting. So, yeah, I think he's going to have a little bit of trouble here. Looks like he'll be going it alone. I don't think Daddy's going to be helping him. I thought it was interesting today. One of the guys they were talking to on the news channel was the author of Art of the Deal, the co-author, paraphrasing all of Trump's insanity. And he was talking about how Trump would throw his kids under the bus if it meant saving his own hide. And I thought that was very telling, because I've never felt like, he gets his kids to go do a lot of dirty work for him. I totally feel that he would throw his kids under the bus. And Tarot's Apprentice, which card means nothing burger meetings? Probably 7 o'clock cups, illusions, delusions, smoke screens, and gaslighting, and insanity, wishful thinking. But anyway, I thought it was interesting, this author talking about that Trump would throw his kids under the bus. I think that's completely true. I don't think he would go on a limb to save anybody. And I think that's true even for Ivanka, even though he loves, seems to, seems to want to grope her is what it seems like. It doesn't seem like it's love. It just seems like it's more lust. I think it's, pretty telling that he would probably even throw Ivanka under the bus. If you saw something, orb, probably because there's no car behind me. This is my driveway behind me and it's dark out there. So, cars are that way. You guys seeing orbs? Get some spirit energy going here. I do have a little slight reflection right here of my lamp reflecting on the window. You can see a little bright spot there, but it doesn't move. You can see it in the curtains. It doesn't move, reflecting on the glass window, but it wasn't a cat hair. I get the energy going sometimes. I got busy doing the reading. I didn't notice it. I have a main guide that I do automatic writing with, and I also have clairaudience. That's name is Jeremiah, or I call him Jeremiah. Really, guides and angels don't really have names. We give them names, so they learn to. They come when we ask them to, because we use a name for them. But Jeremiah makes his presence known sometimes when I'm doing readings. And my grandmother Sarah is always with me, so she floats around some. When I've been doing personal readings, I get a lot of orbs flying around, a lot of energy going because I'm a medium. So I talk to dead people. If I do a lot of personal readings in one day, I'll start getting a lot of spirits around me, and they hang out with me after I've done readings. I'm like, okay, you can go back to your loved ones now. It's like I have a tendency to get orbs. Beth will tell you, Beth on here is a dear friend of mine. A house I lived in New York. When I first moved in, she came up to visit me a few weeks after I moved in, and I had a ghost in that house. And Beth went upstairs. I had this attic room that had been converted into a bedroom. And there was like a day bed in there, and there was a TV in there, this is before flat screen TV. So it was one of those old boxy, heavy TVs. And Beth was up there. She was just taking pictures of the house so she could show some other friends and what my house looked like. And my sister, she lives near my sister. So she went up there. She took this one picture with this huge orb, and you could see the TV through it. There's no lights on in the room. There's light coming in from the windows, but there's no lamps on or anything. And this huge orb showed up, and it was like really intense color. I was like, you know what? I don't think that was the ghost. I think that might have been like either guide energy or angel energy, because it was literally like 5 or 6 feet tall, huge and very intense. Best picture I've ever seen. You could see a bookcase through it, and you could see the TV through it. And the TV was turned off, so you just saw the silhouette of the TV. But it was a pretty cool photo she got. Flips everybody out when I show them that photo. Oh yeah, and in the kitchen too. But Beth is good at ghost photography and orb photography, spirit energy. I had a ghost in my house, and when I moved to New York, I feel like she guided me there. I called her Rosie or Rosa, and she played with the cats all the time. And I looked her up when the 1940 census was released. I looked up who lived in the house in the 1940s, and it was Rosie Edelman. So I had her name right, and her husband Joseph. They didn't have any children, but I think I might have been a relative of hers in a past life. So I feel like she guided me to that house, like she wanted me to live there, and she never did anything harmful, but she loved playing with the cats. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm going to sign off for the night. How's the buffering tonight? Is my new software helping with the buffering? Thanks, Linda. I seem to have a little bit of delay with the chat, but not much. Oh, thanks, Tiger. Yay, no buffering. Yay. My last live video had too much buffering in it, so yay. Well, thank you all so much for joining me tonight unannounced. Now that I know that my buffering situation is fixed, I'll try and do an announcement next time I'm doing it. And I'll probably do it on the weekend, maybe a little earlier in the day, hit different people. And Tarot's Apprentice, thank you for coming and checking out my live feed. Tarot's Apprentice has got to get Skype so I can do some readings with him, like I did with Sienna Rose. I can't wait to do some rapid fire reading with Tarot's Apprentice. I think that would be a hoot. You guys, if you haven't checked out his page, please do. He's a wonderful reader and gets really amazing in-depth readings, character profiles, I like to call them, really understanding why these people are operating the way they are. I think you guys would love his page if you haven't checked him out. Please do. And a male reader for those that haven't checked him out yet. But you guys have a wonderful evening. We'll catch you again soon. I will post this on the page so you can rewatch it later if you want. But thank you guys for joining me, and we'll catch you soon. Talk to you soon.